Hello, welcome to Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts, and today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using these silicone candle molds to try and make some light up candles. And I've got these LED lights, and I will pop everything that I used today in the description below so you can easily get it. And what's important is when putting LED lights into resin is to ensure that you do it safely and so it works really easily. Now these lights are really quite easy to use, they're battery operated, and what I want is I want the lights just in the flame end of these. So what I need to do is to cure these with these lights in them first. And I don't want the lights moving out of there. And as you can see, these lights light up quite well. And the great thing about these lights is they unwind really easily and you can wind them up. And if you've got too many lights on here, you can cut them off with a pair of scissors to the amount that you need. Now, I want this to light up quite well, but I don't think I need this many lights on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to cut it off about there, like so. And if you just cut it off just before the next light, they'll still light up. So that should be enough light for me. And then I'm just going to roll them up. So the lights are on here, nice and compressed, because that's the bit I want to go into the actual end here where the flame would be. And you can buy them that flicker. These don't actually flicker. So that's all lit up, all bundled up nicely. And I want to make sure that this is as straight as possible, because when I pop these in, I want to push them into the little bit here that makes the flame, and then have this bit coming up through here to go through the actual middle of the candle, which is going to be quite solid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll like this my mold down. And this does take a bit of doing, but once you've got it there, it's okay, because it won't distort that. And that'll make it easier for me to get my light into the hole that's in there. Okay, so that'll fit in there nicely now. And I don't want to actually put those lights in there until I've poured the resin in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up just some yellow with a little bit of red flicked through it. That's not opaque, but not transparent. And then put those in. Well, like a fool, I actually forgot to record where I put the actual yellow and a little bit of red resin into the tips of these, but it was really quite simple. All I did was I used the pipette to put it in, pushed in the lights, and now I'm going to let them cure up. So I'm popping in the battery packs to allow that to cure up for about 24 hours before I put the white in. And as you can see, it's all cleared up and working lovely. I'm mixing up my white, and I'm doing it as quite a hard, deep colour, because I don't want any transparency to this at all. So I'm giving it a really good mix in and making sure that it's a real solid colour. Now, I would recommend here that when you're pouring this into these moulds, because they're long and tall, I would pour quite slowly, and that way you're not going to introduce any bubbles into it that are going to stick to the sides and cause the candle to look like it's got a bit missing. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee to say thank you for all the videos that I make, and to help me buy all the bits and pieces, the materials and etc., then I really would appreciate it. The link to that is in the description below. Thank you to everyone that's already bought me a coffee. Your names will go on to the Wall of Fame when I move into my new studio. So I'd give this now a little bit of a squidgy widgy, just to ensure that there's no more trapped bubbles, but very lightly, then leave it to cure for about 24 hours, and then we'll come back to it. So these have cured now, and it's just a case of taking them out of the molds. Careful when you take them out of the molds, because you don't want to snap off the actual light bit. They should just peel down. So look, I did have a little bit too much of the yellow there, and it got on the top there, but I don't mind that. So let's have a look and see if they light up. Yay! So this is what they look like lit up. And I'm not quite sure how well it's coming out on the camera because the light is quite bright on that, but they actually look really nice on here. Let me turn my lights back on. And I think they've come out really well. And if you want to get them so they sit completely flat, well, what I would do is I would take this cable up here and then just drill out using the Dremel. And then that cable then fits into that little slot like that, and it will sit up straight. So there we go. We have two light up candles. Yay! I just want to say a quick thank you to all my members of my channel whose names are coming up now. If you'd like to become a member, then check out the join button below. If you'd like to buy me a coffee just to say thank you for all the experiments and help me towards all the costs of buying everything, then the link to that is in the description below. It's really appreciated. Thank you very much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. I release videos several times a week. Some experiments and some projects like this. And check out the video that's coming up next on how to paint acrylic paint onto moulds to get the best results. Enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.